It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Here's the pressure. Using his feet to buy time. Got room to work. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Wyoming was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Laramie. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Cowboys Nation who will enjoy this win. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Owens. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Makes the catch. It's Owens. Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Leaves it with the running back. Finding an escape route. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. They got him free for a big gain to the 43.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this is why you consistently run the football. Steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got a man. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Owens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Plows through the defense. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down and 5. They'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
It's caught. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Baker. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Dances away. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 1st down, he just sneaks it ahead, though it's a little unusual play call. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll ride Davis here, finding open areas. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab. It's Hardy. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Quickly to the tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Dude, that was a wide open pass, bro. Like, why did he overthrow it? God damn, good game, LP. Good game. I can't stop the run to begin with.
The give to the tailback. There he goes.
And he just gets an upfield block. Can't stop him.
No! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Throwing right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
This one's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On the move from inside his 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. It's a seam wide open.
Bro, the best part is, like, I can't even make a tackle. And I tried switching, bro. I tried switching. I saw it wide open. He's been getting me on that same route all game. It doesn't let me switch stick, bro.
Now they've got a little breathing room.
The guy just sitting there watching the quarterback. I'm trying to switch stick.
because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We got guys that have been through
fucking
these
switch
been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll throw it. Working that left side now. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
That was an RPO play. I don't care,
He was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Big game play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this.
Taking it the other way. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida State. And the stomping has commenced. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls in completely.
Oh, there wasn't even a second point in there when I threw the ball.
Coming up.
Caught up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to...
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost
bringing it back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Caught near the sideline, it's Davis. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration.
Back's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it guys offensively all game long, who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Moore. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Finds his big tight end. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's in open space downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, they're after him. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Dog, why did you move, bro? You had a wide. Like, you were open. You were open. Why did you move? Why did you move?
At the 20.
For a pick 6 too, dude?
The defense takes matters into its
Why did you
own hands.
move, bro? You were wide open. You were wide open. You were wide
Everything
open.
going their way.
I mean, not wide
Offensively,
open, but
special
like.
teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter.
Well,
They're
9
still
times out of
being
10, I
aggressive.
always get that.
They're still jumping these throws, but he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Bro, they never. I didn't even.
Kickoff unit
Just
on the
moves
field.
right as I
Defense
throw
will
it,
be
yo.
called
That is
on to
so
protect this
unlucky.
lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. It has as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And that, like, dude.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down.
Are you serious, man? I don't
trying
think
to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.